Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Zip Tips Crypto, where we break down the digital asset world. I hope everyone is doing well, staying calm, non-emotional, and maybe even buying this dip. Think of it as an opportunity to stack more of your utility crypto bags like XRP. I am Zip, and I love utility-driven assets like XRP, HBAR, XDC, XLM, just to name a few. Today, we're going to discuss the current market and why we need to think like big money does. Then we're going to focus on XRP and RLUSD's rising demand, some SEC news out there, and a potential financial revolution that is absolutely happening, and we're seeing it happen right before our eyes. If you're an XRP holder or just crypto curious, if this is your first time to the channel, to the environment, if you're brand new, you may be thinking, what in the heck did I get myself into? But trust me, if you own utility assets, you're going to be okay. And we're going to kind of walk through some of that today. So just please hit that like and subscribe button, make some comments, and I'm here on this journey with you, and let's get straight into it. Yes, the markets, the futures markets, we know the stock market has been at a loss the last several days, and it looks like tomorrow is going to be no different. They've been predicting that. They've been fear-mongering, quite honestly, and you just need to, no matter what market you're in, just hold and understand we have been through these many, many times, and it's just what's going to happen as tariffs are being imposed and there's just fear in the market, and with the normal media, they just pump up the drama even more. But what does big money do? And we take a quick look at XRP right now. It looks like it's holding right around 193. I think it dipped down to 189. I saw it at one point. But again, big money, what do? They buy when there's fear in the markets. They buy when there's dips in the markets. That's why they're big money, and they're non-emotional. If we look at the Kobesi letter, again, look at this. Vanguard emails clients asking them to resist the urge to deviate from their financial plan as the markets fall sharply. Well, of course they are, and that's what they should be doing. But again, remember, Vanguard makes money in the traditional markets off of us, off of you. That's why the digital asset world is so beautiful, because we are literally getting in, have had the opportunity to get in before the big money gets in. But this is absolutely correct. Just stay calm and collected. Do not sell your positions. And Raoul Paul, what's he have to say? The delicious smell of peak fear on a Sunday, Monday, and the max noise. Again, all of this is noise. I'm here really just as a calm voice, just to let you know, if you are new, this is for the newer folks. I know you OGs that are listening to this channel, you've been here for a while and you've seen this. But if you're brand new to these markets, we have had an influx of brand new folks. You may not have seen volatility like this, and you may be down based on when you came into the market for where we are right now. But that's okay. Hold long term. Go back and look at the charts and look at what has happened long term, that macro view. Again, he says, I hope you are ready to look for spare cash under the sofa to add very soon. In bull markets, such opportunities are a gift. Again, we are still in a bull market. We're going to have the altcoin season coming to us, I believe, by Q4. It is going to be quite explosive. We're seeing everything line up from a regulatory perspective. The administration's behind it, but we just have to go through this right now. But if you do have cash, now's the time to buy, absolutely. And never, ever, ever, don't over leverage yourself. Don't take your kids' college funds and go buy a highly volatile asset and a risky asset. Even though I am highly confident in the asset portfolio that I have and the digital assets, the cryptos that I hold, I'm still not over leveraging. So be careful out there and be smart out there. Now, let's move on and let's talk about XRP a little bit. So I was listening to the All In podcast, and this reminded me of it when I saw this post out there. But basically, they were talking about the tariffs, and they were talking about how the Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent had stated that we would have a new Bretton Woods moment, a rapid reordering of global trade order that needs an anchor asset. And let's listen to this, and then we'll dive into what that anchor asset, I believe, in my opinion, will be.
If we try to reconvene a new Bretton Woods, we have to have an anchor asset. So it's a really great question. What is that anchor asset?
Well, I can answer that. The anchor asset, I believe, is going to be XRP. This is not just a cross-border payment coin anymore. It's financial institutions have been looking at it, and they will see it as a legitimate store of value, or more specifically, a lightning fast protocol that moves all assets value across its blockchain, and especially as tokenization of real world assets are onboarded. We need that anchor. We need something that is updated, modernized, and that is what's happening to the system. And XRP absolutely is going to be part of that. Now, the kicker with all this is we know the more utility and the more the XRP ledger gets used, the more demand we're going to see for XRP, but not only XRP, RLUSD. That's right, RLUSD, which is Ripple's stablecoin that they dropped in late December, that is growing very, very rapidly. And that, in my opinion, is the secret sauce, and it is absolutely going to assist XRP's price movement upward. So let's look at this that Crypto Airy had posted with regards to the amount of holders of RLUSD and on what chain. Now, remember, there's two RLUSDs right now. There's one on the Ethereum chain, and then there's one on the XRP. Look at the amount of holders, over 28,000 holders on the XRPL. That is quite amazing that there's that many holders of that. And what's that mean? Again, all that RLUSD is moving and is bringing capital movement liquidity to the XRPL. So this demonstrates again how quickly and rapidly this is occurring. So curiously, tell me what you guys think in the comments. I mean, I've made other videos on RLUSD, and I absolutely think it's going to be the linchpin to help and to add value absolutely to XRP in the future. But I'm curious to what you guys think. And do you think RLUSD is just another stable coin? I don't, and especially the way that it is supported and all of the regulation and the way that it has been delivered to market is it's very, very interesting. But let's move on with some other news here, which is very interesting as well. There's always some drama in the crypto world. If you're new to this environment, just hold on. There's always some new thing going on. And we're back with the SEC, but this time I find this very interesting. So they're investigating a former commissioner's, Bill Hinman's, speech in 2018 on the investment contracts, or better known in the XRP community, was the Ethereum free pass. Wild. I'm wondering why at this point are they doing this? So could this actually flip the script and give Ripple even more of a fair shot? Are they going to review this and rescind those comments? You know, some folks think Ethereum's been getting the golden child treatment while XRP's been stuck in the mud. And maybe that's true. I don't know. But personally, I just find it curious. But foundationally, remember, because Ripple was attacked, XRP legitimately is the only crypto in the land that a judge has stated is not a security. And the new SEC administration definitely appears to be digital asset friendly and now supportive of most assets. Now, will they go after bad actors? Absolutely. And they should, without a doubt. But again, we're just waiting right now from an XRP Ripple perspective. We're waiting on the judge and we're waiting on the SEC to sign the final documentation, dot the I's, cross the T's. And hopefully this is going to happen very, very soon. And all of this SEC drama will be behind us. But I will be keeping an eye on this to see how this investigation goes and what they find and what the remarks, again, for those of you that are newer to this environment, this is a speech made by Bill Hinman years ago, where he touted and said that basically Ethereum was not a security in the speech. Now, he stated that he was only making that onus of his own benefit. It was not backed by the SEC and not supported by the SEC. But anyhow, there's a lot there. And if you're interested, you can go out here and you can read and listen to the old speech. But the SEC is investigating it along with many, many other things in the crypto world that they're investigating now as well. Old historically regulations and comments that were made. So very interesting to see what goes on with that. Now, again, let's talk about Ripple's big game plan. Their partnerships are absolutely stacking up. It seems like every week we see some new partnership or some new payment provider, you name it. They're in an acquisition phase and seem to be actively moving. And that's what we want to see from a solid company. Now with RLUSD tying into the XRP ledger, they're building a system that will straight up disrupt traditional finance and modernize it, be able to move money. Imagine moving money coming very, very soon, where global payments are instantaneous, they're cheap, and they're powered by XRP and RLUSD. Remember, stables will be the front end technology that will be used as a transfer of money. Cross-border money movement will happen with XRP. That's the future Ripple's betting on. And honestly, I'm going to be here for it. And I absolutely hope you are, no matter what the markets are doing. The internet of value is going to move trillions and trillions of dollars in the future. All you have to do is hold through major pain in the markets like we're seeing. Hold and be safe. Keep your assets off of the exchanges. Do not hold them on the exchanges. Get yourself a hardware wallet. Get a software wallet. Hold your own stuff. Keep them off the exchanges. We see hacks and scams and all kinds of things going on all the time. Do not talk to anyone about your assets. Do not click any emails. Do not respond to anyone that is actively engaging, asking you about your assets or inquiring about this or that in the crypto market. Be safe and just hold. That's all you have to do. So what do you guys think? Are you feeling okay? Are you still confident out there in your assets like XRP? Is XRP about to shake up the financial world? There absolutely are no guarantees. But again, I'm going to be here to find out what goes on. And I've got a fairly confident and optimistic view that XRP will absolutely lead this financial revolution. And I believe we will start to see that in Q4 of this year. Again, we have to get through some of these, what's going on with regards to tariffs, and the markets are going to be up and down, but keep the macro picture in mind. We have ETFs that are coming, XRP ETFs. We have regulation that is coming. The Stable and the Genius Act are moving out and will become regulation, hopefully, in the next couple months. And we have the crypto, the digital asset framework being marked up right behind that. So all exciting. Absolutely. The future is bright. Just hang on, be smart. So if you like this deep dive, just give me a thumbs up, share it with someone that maybe needs to understand what they're holding and why they're holding it, and just need maybe a little bit of a pat on the back to say, hey, it's okay. You're not the only one in this game. And remember, Just don't over leverage yourself. Be very, very smart. But anyhow, until then, until the next time, keep your mindset absolutely on lock. And I look forward to meeting you someday on the most beautiful beaches of the world. Zip is out.